Good morning, Mets fans, and happy Thursday, and welcome to Driving with Mr. Met. I am Mr. Met, and today I'm going to talk about the two-game sweep of the Phillies that the Mets completed yesterday, and the kickoff of what should be the first real test of the 2018 season, as the Mets are already in Washington, D.C. to play the Nationals starting this afternoon at 1 o'clock. The Mets did not blow out the Phillies by any means, but they did win both games yesterday and the day before. Of course, Monday had the snow out, so that game didn't happen. But the weather was a big factor in this shortened two-game series. Yesterday, Syndergaard, I think a lot of Syndergaard's issues yesterday were weather-related. You know, the 90-plus minute rain delay to get things started yesterday certainly may have impacted Syndergaard. He didn't look bad. He just didn't dominate like we're used to seeing him dominate. Despite that, he did end up with 7 strikeouts through the 4 innings of work that he put in. But the real star of yesterday's game was the bullpen. And I think the most shocking performance from yesterday, and I'll be the first in line to say I was wrong, was Hansel Robles. Robles made his 2018 debut yesterday, and I think I wasn't alone when I saw him warming up in the bullpen when I wanted to jump off of a bridge or something, because I never want to see him pitch. But I will tell you what, he looked impressive yesterday. Yes, it was against the Phillies, but he looked impressive, striking out the side. The comments after the game from both Mickey Callaway and Dave Island were about him having worked on, in just the 10 days or so that he's been in AAA, Robles having worked on changing his hand position during his delivery, and that seems to have made a difference. I don't know, I'm not a pitching coach, but sounds good to me. Hey, 3 strikeouts and looking incredibly dominant in the process. It works for me. So anyway, offensively, the star of the game yesterday was Ahmed Rosario, who I guess we also should be thanking either Gabe Kapler or Nick Williams for playing so damn shallow in right field, allowing Rosario's 2 RBI triple to get over the right fielder's head. So whatever, the Mets end up winning 4-2 yesterday. They are now 4-1, sitting atop the National League East. And again, I think the real test starts this afternoon. 1 o'clock this afternoon, the Mets are in D.C. for the Nationals' home opener. It'll be DeGrom on the mound for the Mets and Strasburg on the mound for the Nats. Before I talk about that, I do want to mention that Noah Syndergaard wasn't the only ace to have a poor day yesterday, although Noah didn't get the loss. Max Scherzer got pretty well shelled by the Atlanta Braves yesterday, taking a loss. So that's worth pointing out. The Mets will miss Scherzer though while they're in DC. They'll get, as I said, Strasburg today, and then with this opening series scheduling that they're doing, they're off tomorrow, and it's just so weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. Twofold. They end. They usually end a series with a day game. They don't usually start a series with a day game. So it's just odd that they're going to be playing this afternoon, but they are, and it is what it is. Again, it'll be DeGrom and Strasburg, so that should be a fun pitching matchup. This will be the real test, though, as I said, for this team. After the game last night, Mickey Callaway talked about momentum, and he was asked a question, I think, by Anthony DiComo about going into DC and making a statement this early in the season. And I don't recall Mickey's exact answer, but I think he tried to sort of downplay the importance of it. But to me, the reality of it is they absolutely can make a huge statement by going into DC and taking 2 out of 3, or even better, sweeping the Nationals. I'm not expecting that, but it would be a great sign to send to the Nats that, hey, this team is for real, and they're going to be either in front of you or right behind you all year long. And I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, as I had mentioned earlier this week, I was scheduled to be in DC on Saturday with the 7-Line Army, and unfortunately Mother Nature, as she has been doing for the last month or so, is not cooperating, and the outing has been postponed been rescheduled to September 22nd. So that's a bummer. That's actually 2 straight 7-line outings that Mother Nature has ruined for me. And the first one was Houston last year, and now we've got DC this year. So while I don't mean to downplay the after effects of what happened in Houston and causing us to miss that game, it is a bummer for me. I am hoping that my luck and fortunes, my fortunes change, and I'm actually able to go see a Mets away outing with the 7-line Army this year. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Again, looking forward to this afternoon's game. I will do my very best to watch. I guess I should have mentioned Facebook Watch yesterday. I think I'm in the minority here, but I didn't mind it at all. Didn't bother me. For me, being in the Philadelphia market, I don't get to watch Mets-Phillies games, ever. I don't get to see Gary, Keith, and Ron. I don't get to listen to, thankfully, the Phillies broadcast. I don't get any of it on TV. So this was a welcome change for me, because I typically would have to listen to these games and not be able to see them. And not that I don't enjoy listening to Howie and Josh on the radio. I would always rather watch if I can. So anyway, just wanted to point that out, and I thought Facebook Watch was fine yesterday. I would be curious, though, to hear some legitimate complaints, and not complaints that deal with user error, i.e., how do I get the comments off the screen? Sorry, RTFM, pals. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow to chat about today's game. And until then, as always, let's go Mets.